Yo, what's up guys, Bloody here, thanks for tuning into a new video. So, in today's video, what I got for you guys is a little bit of a story. And the reason I'm doing a story is because you guys are seeing this on Friday, my birthday. The 19th is my birthday as well as two of my friends' birthdays. So, you know, yeah, I thought I would tell a story about when I was younger, when I was like 9 or 8, when I lived in Blue Springs, Missouri. Wait, let me just give you some background on it. Me, my sister, my mom, and my middle sister now, we were all living in this house that was like this far apart from another house. Okay, it was a suburb, and it was this far apart from the houses. The story that I'm telling today is a story that me and my sister got into. Well, I got into. It's a story of how I got staples in the back of my head. Don't think I have the bald spot. I can't really see it anymore. But if you shave my head like couple centimeters, you will see a little gash like this big of where the staples got put in. I cracked my head and they put staples in. 3 or 4 staples, I can't remember. But what happened was me and my sister, we were down at this little drain thing, okay? It was a huge pipe, like this big. Like, it was freaking huge. Like, I could walk into it. It was really big. And me and her, we were going to catch fish, is what we were doing. We were going to catch these small baby fish, like this big. Okay, they were baby fish, and we were going to catch them because we had a little aquarium with like 2 bigger fish in it, and we wanted more fish. So that's what we did. We always went to go and catch the fish, but my mom said no because they're some different type of fish than what we had. I think we had salt water and they were fresh. I don't know. But my mom always said you can't keep them, so we always just threw them back. But one day, I go down with my sister, and then I walk into that little huge pipe thing. I can't say it's little, it's huge. I could walk into it, and so could a bunch of people. But it was so freaking long and everything. And there was about this much water on the ground. And if you've ever seen, like, a smooth play, like, okay, a bowling alley, okay, how it's really smooth and stuff? You put this much water on it, and you try to walk on that. It's quite hard. So I stepped down. Okay, so it's about this much of a drop. It's a couple feet drop. Okay, it's like a 2-foot drop. So I drop my foot, and I hit, and then I pick up this foot to go to move it onto the ground as well, and I slip. And my head hits the concrete hard. It hits the concrete covered with water, and my feet start to slide in the huge. I mean, it's like a baby lake, I guess you would say. It was huge, and it was full of the fish. That's what we got the fish in. But my feet started to slide in and everything. Well, I pulled them out real quick. I had my sister help me up, so I get up and I'm going home. Okay, I'm riding my bike, and I'm riding home. And I remember asking my sister, hey, is my head bleeding? Her first response was, yes, very bad. She just instantly, like, she was behind me, okay? I was pedaling, like, about as fast as I freaking could because it hurt. Like, you know when you have a lot of adrenaline and stuff, and then you like, barely feel pain, and then once you start, like, not focusing on what just happened, or you, like, try to focus on that thing that just happened, like, even more, it starts hurting even more, and then you just start losing your adrenaline piece by piece. Yeah, that was happening, and I literally kept losing adrenaline just super fast. But my sister, she automatically said yes, very bad. So I touched the back of my head. I like put my hand on the back of my head. I had short hair, so I touched the back of my head. I look at my hand, and it's just all blood. Just like my whole fingers were just covered in blood and everything. So I was like, oh crap, and I freaking raced all the way home. So I'm afraid to go inside because I know my mom is gonna, like, yell at me. Well, I thought she was going to, but instead what she did was Justice walked in and said, hey, Peyton's bleeding. So she comes out with a towel that's white, not expecting it to be as bad as it is, and I literally turned half the towel red, like blood red, like, not even kidding. And so So that happens. I'm bleeding really bad. I got a white towel on, and my mom rushes me into the car. I get in the car. We go to the hospital, and usually when you got a big, huge gash in the back of your head, they probably want to get to you first. But no, they were fixing some guy's cast who got it wet before they got to me. But they cleaned me up. They had to cut like part of my hair away so that way they could find it and everything. But they cleaned me up. My hair's like all dry with blood. It was bad. The whole towel was just blood red. It was super bad. But when we're at the hospital, it was just me. It was just my mom and my sister and my baby and my little sister with me, and we were just sitting there. And then they call me back, so I go back. They fix me up. They clean my hair. They like shave and everything, and then they lay me down and they give me like rags to hold and to bite down on and stuff. So I'm holding on to this, and then my mom specifically asked them, "Are you going to use a staple gun?" And they said no. 20 minutes later, they come in with the freaking staple gun, like a medical staple gun. Like, you ever seen a staple gun? Like, not a stapler, but a staple gun. Like, not a high-pressured one, but like one you press and then the thing comes out. Yeah, anyway. So they brought it in and they put it up to my head and they said, "Okay, here it goes. 1, 2, 3. I literally felt nothing. And they didn't numb my head. It was so weird. Like, I just felt a flu shot. That's what it felt like. The flu shots, they barely hurt. You barely feel them go in. Yeah, that's what happened. But the story that I told my mom, instead of telling her the real story, because my mom told me not to go down there. She literally told me not to go down to that area. But I went anyway with Justice. And instead of telling her the truth, what I told her was, we had like this plastic ramp thing. So I put it out facing the woods because there was this log that I really wanted to jump. I told her that. And so I take my bike and I race up the ramp and I go to jump over it, but like my bike thing, like something got caught on the ramp, so my bike flips and my back of my head hits the log super freaking hard and it breaks the log. That's what I told my mom. I literally told her that my head's so strong I broke the log. And I always tell my friends that. Like, now I don't, because I just say, yeah, I broke my head, whatever. But I used to tell my friends in the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade that I broke a log with my head, and that's when nobody messed with me. I'm not kidding. Nobody messed with me. But what happens is I tell my mom that I did one thing when I did another thing, and it was really stupid, but I guess I got a huge battle scar from it. So I guess that's what happened. Okay, so that's the story pretty much. I broke my head by telling my mom one thing, but I did another, and it was just like a huge bloody mess and everything. But if you guys want another story, if you guys want some more stories, because I actually enjoy making these stories. If you guys want some new stories or different stories or something like that, drop in the comments that you do. Just say, I do. Okay, like a marriage. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you guys want more stories, drop in the comments saying, I do want another story. Drop a like because today's my birthday. You know it. And drop a like because you like this video. Yeah. So, thank you guys for tuning in to another video. This is Bloody signing out. Peace.